Good morning, my amazing KBB family, my loving, and inspiring family. There's none like you. Really, there's none like you. You are encouraging me to be me, to open up without even my knowing it. You know, the love you showed me in two opposite situations. One, when I got my certificate, having done it when I'm 83 years old. And when we gave me the condolences and the support and the love for the loss of my beautiful brother and his loss. That reminded me of two major things that happened to me, and I never shared them with anybody. I will share them with you. And that is, as Napoleon Hill has said in his book, and he's supposed to be really the beginning of all the self-help people. Most of them base a lot of what they say about life in general based on his premises. He said that love is the biggest motivating force in the universe. And if it's well directed, it can create miracles. Well, you have created a miracle, and it's a story I will continue to tell because I experienced it in both happiness and sadness, joy and suffering, which is really the topic of my future project, which I'm working on. I just want to share with you, because I'm in a wheelchair, it's very difficult for me when I travel by air to be able to access the bathrooms on airplanes. So during one of my trips to Egypt, on my way back, I usually use a catheter. On my way back, at the end of the trip, the catheter leaked. And I felt so ashamed and so, I don't know how to describe it, when you feel that the urine smell and everybody can smell it. And yeah, I just felt so ashamed. I wanted to have the earth open and take me in. So when I arrived at the airport, my son, the doctor's son, was waiting for me with his family. I didn't feel like really hugging or kissing anybody. I was so ashamed. And I guess my son picked that up. So when we went home, he said, "Come." And he took me and he said, "I'm going to bathe you. We don't have to wait for your attendant." Can you imagine? I mean, I've never had him do such a thing, nor they I expected. And what he did, what he bathed me, and I was so clean and not ashamed anymore. He erased the shame from my heart and from my feeling and turned it into utter love and joy. I felt so connected to him at this moment. It's amazing what a gesture of love. That's why I say teach only love. Nobody needs anything more than love. Forget about the money and the gifts and all that, but that's the everlasting bond, the everlasting love. The other situation was when I broke my hip, and my younger son, who's now a lawyer, felt it was his fault because he was sick and I slipped in his vomit. And that was the beginning of my downfall as far as physical stamina. So anyway, he was so feeling guilty all the time, no matter what I tried to do, what I tried to say, and to save his feeling of guilt. And then one day we're living on the 5th floor, and the alarm for the fire sounded, and everybody went down, and he refused to go down. I said, I can't go down because I'm on a wheelchair now with my broken hip, so you go. He refused utterly to go down. And he was just sitting by my side all the time, feeling guilty that he's the cause of it all. I don't think I even discussed that with him, but it pained me. It gave me so much pain. And yet at the same time, I suffered because of that. But at the same time, there was that opposite feeling of extreme love and gratitude that such a child would do that. So I just have to emphasize again, let's not discount that the suffering sometimes bring us, not out of us only, but out of the people around us, so much love and compassion. So let's not discount suffering. Suffering and I've seen it in my entire life of 83 years. Love and suffering go hand in hand. Love and joy and happiness go hand in hand with the suffering. You can't experience love if you don't experience suffering. You can't experience joy if you don't experience suffering. So suffering seems to be like a reality of life that we need to accept, reframe, and feel like it's a friend. We have it to blossom. We have it to give and get love. That's my message, and thank you for proving it to me, and I'm sure to everybody else, that you are capable of that unconditional, very enlightening and inspiring love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really thank you for that. Thank you.